I was making a video for Lisa, my dearest friend Lisa, to show her how to put on eyelashes. And I decided I would do a video for how I put on my base makeup, because every time I post a selfie, people are like talking about how flawless my skin is, which is hilarious because it's not, obviously. Or they don't say my skin, they say my makeup. I was complimenting myself just then. But anyways, yeah, I got a lot of stuff going on here, so I'm gonna show everybody how to cover that. So I've already done my moisturizer and like under eye cream and serum and all that good stuff. For this step, I'm just gonna cover up the spots that I've got showing, which is all the redness. You could either use like a green color corrector, like this one. But I think I'm gonna use concealer today because that seemed to work really well yesterday. This is just the e.l.f. 16-hour whatever stuff. I'm not gonna like smear it everywhere. I'm just gonna dot it where I have the stuff going on, like the most redness. And then hopefully my sponge is still wet enough. It's not. It's not. Oh, diaper lady! I left a little rosebud in there for you. If anybody knows what that's from, you win. You win nothing. You just get my respect. And then with my wet sponge, I'm just going to... Oh, and then Stella is gonna get all up in my business with it. Wow, that concealer dried really fast. So keep that in mind if you use the e.l.f. stuff to spot conceal, that it dries really fast. But that's okay, because it kind of hid the redness. And now we're just gonna go over it with foundation. Oh no. Oh no. I just sneezed on my hand and I'm gonna do my makeup. That's okay. Oh geez, sorry kid. You can't get up here. Why does it? I don't want to have to dump it on the back of my hand. I thought I really liked this packaging until I got this stuff, and now I'm like, oh, I don't know about it. Okay, then I'm just gonna blend. I like super full coverage, so I usually do, depending on what foundation I'm using, if it's a medium to full, I'll usually do 2 layers, because that's how I be. There's really not a whole lot of foundations I've used in my life that will cover everything I got going on with just 1 layer, so for the most part, I use at least 2. And there's Stella jumping on the bed in the background. Okay, and there's still a little bit more like redness and stuff showing than I like. So I'm gonna let this dry down just a smidge, and then I'll go in with 1 more layer. Stella, what do you got? Yeah, we'll do 1 more light layer. Uno Mas. Oh, that wasn't very light. It's fine. It's fine. I'm not a minimalist when it comes to this part. And the nice thing about this foundation is it doesn't, you can go in with several layers and it doesn't look cakey, or at least on my skin. Everybody's skin's different. But on mine, this stuff is pretty natural feeling. It doesn't like feel like anything on my skin, so I can go in with layers if I need to. And it doesn't like cake up or whatever. Okay, I think that's good. And then I use 2 different shades of concealer because one's too light and one's too like pink. It's the e.l.f. stuff, which I really like it, but it has like the shade range kind of is weird. So I use a little bit of the light, and I literally just like do it where I need the coverage. I used to do the whole like, yeah, Stell. I used to do the whole like huge triangles under the eye. Well, that's kind of big, but I used to do the whole like down the whole friggin' side of my face thing, and I don't do that anymore because I feel like I just used a lot of stuff. When really all I'm trying to cover is right here. Go in once again. I'm using this neato little portable ring light thingy that my brother got me for Christmas, I think. Either Christmas or my birthday, and I've really not yet used it. Except for like random little things. But it's got a deal for your phone to hold it, which is what this is on. And then it has a little ring light, which is right there. And it's super neat. I really like it. And just a little tip, if you want like your base to look flawless, I always do my eyes first, depending on like, well, I just usually do it first. Just because I have such dark circles under my eyes that when makeup falls underneath, which is bound to happen if you do your concealer after your base, or not your concealer, your eyeshadow, fallout is bound to get underneath your eyes and it can make that under eye look darker. So I do my eyes first so I don't have that issue because I'm really, really self-conscious about my under eye circles. And then once I've gotten that, I've got a little bit of excess on my sponge. I'll put on my forehead and then the chin. Okay. And then I don't do the whole baking stuff because I just learned like on myself it just doesn't look right. It's too crepey. So I just get a powder like this one. I like a yellow powder. This is the NYX one. And I just set that under my eyes. This is usually how my mornings go. If I work at night, I've got Stell pretty much in the room with me the whole time. Either if she's, usually though, she's not this still, she'll like grab at my pants and make me come do something for her. She's actually being pretty chill right now. As she should be, because she slept like 17 hours last night. And then I'm going to set my forehead, because my forehead tends to crease right there, because I guess I'm mad all the time when I go like this. So I'm going to put some powder there. And on my chin, because my chin gets oily. And then on my smile lines, I'm just going to set right there. And then this part isn't necessary if you're just not used to doing it, or if you don't do it in the first place. I just have always done it and I like it. But I always set my face with like a compact powder or like a foundation powder or powder foundation, whatever, because I like the extra coverage, because I prefer full coverage, especially when my face is as broke out as it is, and it keeps doing that where it looks too light and you can't see my face. So I don't wipe, I just kind of dab and then push it in. And this just gives me a teensy bit more coverage. And once I feel like I have set my face, I'm gonna do my eyebrows. Nobody asked about my eyebrows, but I'm gonna do them anyway. Stell, are you crazy or cute?
Sweet.
Are you crazy or cute?
Cute.
You are cute! Give me a kiss. I personally like my eyebrows to be thin on the tail. I don't do the really thick eyebrow thing. I've usually preferred thinner eyebrows. That's why I do it like that. Okay. That was a very long and tedious situation I had going on there. Where's my contour? Okay, and then I do a contour and then a bronzer. I don't know if most people do the contour first or after. But I do it first because I like to map out where my bronzer is going to go and where my bronzer should not go below. So that's why I do the contour first. If you're trying to map out where you need to put your contour, I always start where the top of my ear is and follow. Where the top of my ear is and follow. That's usually where your cheekbones start if you can feel. So you don't want to go below. You don't want to go too high because then you're just going to change the whole shape of your face and it's not going to be cute. I mean, it might be cute. I don't know. And you don't want to go too far in with your contour. If you bring it all the way in, then you're going to like, I don't know what you're going to do, but it's going to look weird. You don't want to pull it all the way into your mouth. It's going to kind of make your face look like a skeleton. So you just want it right there. Stop about where your cheekbone kind of stops. Yeah. Like, I know what I'm doing, I'm just bad at explaining it. I go ham on the bronzer. I like a heavy bronze, and I like a heavy contour. So if that's not your jam, just go lighter than me, but I go ham, so. And I like a shimmery bronzer just because I like, if I'm wearing a matte foundation, I like to look like I'm kind of glowing. I like that glowy look without being, like, dewy. And the bronzer you can be messy with, just don't bring it below where you got that contour. Bronze the forehead a little bit. And then I'll dust a little bit under the chin. This isn't like necessary, I just do it. This is just kind of if you want to carve out your jawbone, make it look a little sharper. And then this step isn't super duper necessary, but I like to do it because, like I said, I like a pretty sharp, like bronze contour thing going on. I like it to be sharp. I want my face to look like this. Okay. So I get my sponge with some translucent powder. This one's actually banana, I think. It's the Fenty stuff. And you don't want to carve any higher or lower than your contour. Where you stop with your contour is where you want to start with this. And that you can't bring all the way to your mouth because this is just a translucent powder. And once I just let that sit for just a second while I put on my blush, and then I'll wipe it off. I go ham on the blush too. I kind of go ham on like the whole face. This isn't all the time. Like during the summer and stuff, I'll do my really more natural complexion because I'm already tan, so I like how my skin looks in the summer. But right now my skin is garbage. And so I'm going to cover as much as possible. And then with blush, I put it where the apples start. When you're doing blush, I wouldn't smile like that because you want to put blush how your face is naturally. You're not naturally walking around like this. So put blush on where you want it on your face and how you want it to look without having to make that face. But don't bring it too far into your nose, and don't, I mean, I guess you could pull it back. You don't really necessarily have to put it on the apples, but don't bring it too far in. I mean, you can if you want to. I'm not telling you what to do. I just don't do it that way. And then I just get a brush and I dust her off. That's how I didn't do it, is I would just dust her off right there. See how it's quite sharp? And I know my bronzer looks like pretty intense, but that is how I prefer it to look this time of year, at this point in my life, at this time in my life. Like I'm at a point in life where this is my vibe. And then I'll kind of go over that line just so it's not sharpy sharp. Okay, and then once I am satisfied with that, is when I go in with my highlighter. And I go ham with this too. I go ham with everything. It just goes without saying, I'm gonna go ham. And I'm gonna go hard. And I like to bring mine to my cheekbone because I like when I smile, I like my cheek to shine like that. I don't really have like very big cheeks. Like they're not really like, poopy. Duty calls. Get it? Duty. Don't smack it. You're gonna get it in your butt crack. Quit it. And then I like to highlight the points of the face that, I don't know how to explain this part. So contouring is when you want to define the parts of the face that are pushed inwards. If that makes sense. So like your cheekbones, you want those to look sucked in. A lot of people contour their nose because they want that to look like it's sucked in. You want to suck in your nose? And then their jawline because they don't want that to be in. And then there's a friggin' hair in my nose. Lisa frickin' is obsessed with me and called and interrupt my video. I'm just joking, you're not obsessed with me, I'm obsessed with you. Anyways, you want to highlight the high points of your face. So when you're out in the sun and the sun is beaming on your face, it's going to cast a shadow where your contour is, and it's going to highlight the parts of your face that stick out. So I highlight my cheeks, obviously, because you want your cheeks to look like they're sticking out. I do my chin. Oh, that was a lot. And then I do my nose. Even though I don't love my nose, I do like a good nose highlight. So I highlight the old bridge and the tip, just the tip. Kind of dust a little on the middle of the forehead. That was not a little, that was a lot. This is a very intense highlight. And then sometimes I do the lip right there. I say sometimes, I usually do that. I think I just want to leave my lower lash line bare. I think it kind of looks cool like that. I was gonna put some shadow, but I don't really know if I want to do that. I highlight my inner corner with whatever highlighter I'm using that day, which is usually this one. Interrupted. Okay, I don't remember what I was saying. I highlighted my inner corner. Oh, and then I was saying I don't think I'm gonna put shadow on my lower lash line because I kind of like how this looks. It's like a very dull looking. I don't know. I'm gonna put mascara on and see how I feel. Then I'm gonna put my lip stuff on. There's still a hair in my nose. Okay, then I spray my face with whatever I have. I like the Morphe one, but if I'm needing like my makeup to stay forever and ever and ever and ever and ever, amen, I use this stuff. But I'm kind of feeling the dew today. I need a fan. I've been meaning to get a fan, like one from the dollar store even, where I can just sit there and go like this. But I haven't yet. And yeah, there you go. There she is. You can kind of see how I got with maybe if I turn down the light a little bit. This is just kind of my natural vanity light, which is not natural at all. So as you can tell, before I had a lot of like veins and acne and stuff showing. You can still obviously see the raised bumps. There's no getting around that part. But I covered up the redness and all that. The dark circles. Yeah. That's how it's done.